Welcome everyone to your second virtual JJK yoga class. We're going to be starting in about a minute. So I would suggest if you're looking to use any props, just to make sure they're close by. I'm not going to be using any props today. To make sure you're in a nice comfortable position. You've got a yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, maybe just work where you've got a soft floor. If you're using a hard floor, maybe just have some cushioning for underneath your knees. Okay? So we're going to start now. So if you want to just come down to a lying down position, you can either have your knees bent and the soles of the feet touching, let the knees splay out to the sides, or maybe have your feet on the floor, walk them out closer towards the edges of the mat and draw your knees in together. Or you can just have your legs lengthened on the mat. So just come to a position that's comfortable for you. And we'll just take a moment here as we maybe just start to bring ourselves to our mat. We might have some late joiners, so those of you already in the pose, just take a moment here to start to bring your awareness within. Anyone else who's just joined us, start to make your way down to a supine position. Lots of different variations for your leg position. We're going to be here for a good few breaths, so just make sure you find a position that's comfortable for you. Once you've found a nice comfortable position, slowly close your eyes and just start to bring your gaze inward. So just take a moment here just to notice all the noises around you. Just maybe notice how you're feeling. Maybe this is not your first class, maybe you've done a couple of classes before. So just take a quick scan of your body, notice if you're holding on to any tension anywhere. And then park any thoughts outside of this practice to one side. And start to turn your gaze inward towards your breath. So without changing your breath, just take a moment here to notice your own breath. Do you breathe in through your belly or through your chest? Do you breathe through your mouth or your nose? And let's slowly start to move towards our yogic breath, the Ujjayi breath of breathing in and out of the nostrils. As you breathe in and out of your nose, just seal your lips. As you inhale, you allow your belly to rise, the sides of your ribs to expand. And as you exhale and draw the breath out of the body, you slowly lift that pelvic floor and squeeze your belly button towards your spine. So those of you that are new today to the yogic practice or the Ujjayi breath, as you breathe in and out of the nose, it creates an audible breath. That audible breath almost sounds like an ocean wave rolling in and out. It's created from you breathing in and out of your nose, which creates that restriction to the back of the throat. So just take a moment to notice that breath. So again, as you inhale, draw the breath in through your pubic bone to the sides of your ribs, all the way up to your chest. Really allowing the whole torso to expand. And as you exhale and lift that pelvic floor, just slowly start to activate your Mula Bandha. And then slowly squeeze your navel towards your spine as you activate your Uddiyana Bandha. So you want to activate these bandhas and have them active throughout the class. Inhale. This time maybe draw the breath to the sides of the ribs so you really feel the body expanding out to the side. And exhale again. Keep lifting that pelvic floor. Really squeeze the navel towards the spine now. Just become aware of the sound of your breath. And maybe just start to count the length of your inhale and your exhale now. So we're really using our breath to warm up the body and to turn our awareness inward and switch our thoughts off from everything else. If you notice that your breath lengths are slightly different, see if you can equalize your breath. Just find a point in the middle. Just notice how on the inhale, your torso might slightly lift off your mat. And how on the exhale, you start to melt further into the mat. Make sure your palms are nice and open by your sides. With your palms open, you keep your chest nice and open. Just a few more breaths here. So maybe just draw your breath down to any areas of resistance that you're feeling. Use your breath to soften those areas. After your next full breath, slowly open your eyes and start to bring yourself back into the room. And then everyone, just bring your feet onto the mat, if you don't already have them there. Have your feet and your knees hip distance. Your heels are underneath your knees, maybe just about a centimetre in front. Now energetically, imagine your thighs are joined together and place your palms down by your sides. Arms are nice and long. Press down through the soles of your feet, your hands and shoulders. And as you inhale, you're going to slowly lift your lower back, your middle back and your upper back up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, you're going to slowly, vertebra by vertebra, draw your back down towards the mat. Now tuck your tailbone so you get the whole back onto the mat. Inhale, again, press equally between your soles of your feet, your hands and shoulders as you lift your spine off the mat. Imagine your pubic bone drawing down towards your knees and your chest lifting up towards your chest, lifting up towards your chin. And again, slowly draw your spine back down to the mat, vertebra by vertebra, and tuck in your tailbone so you get the whole spine back onto the mat. Inhale. Again, lift that spine off the mat. Really feel the extension along the body. And then as you exhale, slowly lower back down. Now this time we're going to introduce the arms. So as you inhale, you're going to lift the torso off the mat and bring your hands all the way behind you. And as you exhale, bring your arms all the way back, slowly lowering your back down towards the mat. I'm going to do that twice more. Inhale. exhale. Keep squeezing your navel towards your spine as you exhale. Inhale. Legs are nice and strong in this pose. Exhale. Well done. Just draw your knees into your chest now. It's a gentle hug of the knees, bringing the spine back to its neutral position. Lovely. So we're going to do some core work. So bring your feet underneath your knees again, but this time you're going to bring the insides of your feet, your knees and thighs to touch. Now really squeeze your thighs together. If you've got a block, you can place a block in between your thighs. Now as you squeeze your legs together, press your feet down, just check your back is connected to the mat. And then bring your hands behind your ears. So fingertips are just touching the back of your head. Elbows nice and open. Now take an inhale. As you exhale, lift that pelvic floor, squeeze the navel towards the spine and slowly lift your shoulders off the mat, drawing your chest up towards your knees. Keep squeezing the navel towards the spine. Exhale, inhale, slowly lower, but try not to let the shoulders drop all the way. Exhale, come back up. Keep that pelvic floor lifted. Keep squeezing navel to spine. Inhale, slowly lower. Exhale, come back up. So keep the elbows nice and open. Keep the neck nice and long. Inhale, slowly lower. Exhale, come back up. So try to keep the chin away from the chest here. Inhale, slowly lower. Exhale, come back up. Let's hold it. It's the last one. So just checking on your back. Make sure it's glued to the mat. Really lift that pelvic floor, squeeze the navel to spine. And lower back down. Release your hands here. Just take a breath here. And we're going to repeat that. So this time you have the option of keeping your feet on the mat, doing exactly what we did, or raising your feet off the mat. So your knees are stacked above your hips. Feet are flexed, so they're almost pressing against the wall. Once you've got that position of your legs stay still. Bring your hands behind your ears, again, elbows nice and open. I want you to imagine you've got an imaginary tennis ball between your chin and chest. So rather than lifting your forehead towards your knees, you're lifting your chest. So again, lift your pelvic floor, squeeze your navel to your spine, take an inhale, and as you exhale, slowly lift your chest up towards your knees. Hold it there. Check your back is connected to the mat. Inhale, lower. Again, try not to drop all the way, and exhale, come back up. Keep squeezing. Feel those banders engaging. Inhale, lower. Exhale, back up. Should be feeling a burn now. Inhale, lower. Exhale, back up. Inhale, lower. And exhale, last one. Really hold it. And back down. Well done, guys. Drop your feet here. Just take a moment here. Release your arms. So this time we're going to raise our legs up to the ceiling. Heels above your hips. If you have tight hamstrings, you can have a bend to your knee. Have your feet flexed, so your heels are reaching up to the ceiling, toes pointing down. As you inhale, just raise your arms up so your fingertips are reaching towards your toes. Again, keep your legs glued together, so just check your back is connected to the mat. Keep your pelvic floor lifted and navel towards the spine. Take an inhale again, and as you exhale, lift your fingertips up towards your toes as your shoulders reach off the mat. Hold it there. Keep drawing your navel towards your spine. Now we're going to pulse this up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slowly lower down, but keep your legs exactly where they are. Place your palms down by your sides. Now draw the heels away. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to slowly lower your right leg down towards the mat. Now really draw that heel away. Keep your pelvic floor lifted. Use your abdominal muscles to create this movement. Keep it about an inch off the mat. Really draw that heel away. And then inhale as slow as you can all the way back up. So again, use your abdominal muscles to create this movement. Exhale the left leg down. Keep drawing that heel away. Navel towards your spine. Keep squeezing those banders. Inhale the leg back up. Exhale the right leg down. Hold it about an inch off the mat. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale the left leg. Oh guys, you should all be feeling this now. Inhale all the way back up. Last one, guys. Exhale the right leg. Inhale. Exhale the left leg. And back up. Hold it there. Squeeze the legs together again. Flex your feet. Press down into your palms. Now, if you have any lower back issues, you can plant your hands underneath your lower back. Otherwise, plant your hands down, shoulders pressing down. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly, as slow as you can, we're going to lower our legs down to the mat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, guys. Now bring your arms up behind you. Reach those fingertips behind you, toes forwards. Just lengthen the whole body, stretching the right and the left. And then just draw your knees into your chest. Just a gentle hug of the knees. And we're going to start to make our way to tabletop. So again, if you have any lower back issues, I just want you to roll over to one side and make your way there. Otherwise, plant your hands underneath your thighs. We're just going to rock and roll a few times, massaging out our spinal muscles. And then we'll all come to a tabletop position. So in your tabletop position, your wrists are directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. Really press down through your fingertips. Now make sure, we're going to start with our right wrist directly under our right shoulder. Tuck your right toes behind you. Just stretch out that right hamstring. Draw that heel away. And then you're going to lift your left arm up. Bring your left arm by your left ear. So really draw those fingertips forward. Now from here, you're going to reach your right leg up. Keep squeezing your navel towards your spine. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to draw your elbow towards your knee. Inhale, reach your leg and the arm away. Exhale, elbow towards your knee again. Squeeze. Reach the arm and the leg out. One more time. Squeeze the elbow towards the knee. And then reach it out. Hold it there. Gaze down towards your right hand. Really draw that heel away. Again, engage those banders. And then bring your left hand down. Bring your right knee back. This time, make sure your left wrist is directly under your left shoulder. Tuck your left toes back. Just breathe into the back of that left hamstring. And then raise your right arm by your right ear, reaching the fingertips forwards, and then reach your left leg up, so your heel is in line with your hip. Take an inhale. As you exhale, reach that right elbow towards that left knee and squeeze. Inhale forward. Exhale, elbow towards your knee. Inhale, arm forward. Last one, squeeze. And forwards, hold it there. Really reach out through your fingertips and the back of your heel. And then bring the hand down, bring the knee down. So let's just come to sit back onto our heels, big toes touching. Bring your knees hip distance or slightly wider. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to slowly make your way down to a child's pose. Bring your forehead down to the mat. Now, if your forehead doesn't reach the mat, you can always place a block or a blanket underneath your forehead. Just hold it there. Take an inhale, come at your fingertips. Walk those fingertips forward, and as you exhale, draw those hips further back. So just feel that extension along the spine. On your next inhale, lift your head about an inch off the mat and walk your hands to the top left-hand corner. Keep reaching that right hip down. Then place your right palm onto your left hand. Drop your right shoulder. Place your forehead onto the mat and feel that stretch along the right side of your body. Inhale, walk the hands back to centre. Exhale, walk the hands over to the top right-hand corner, placing your left palm over your right hand. Again, dropping that left shoulder, bring the forehead back down. Keep pressing that left hip back and just feel that extension along the left side of the torso. And then walk your hands back to centre. Take a breath here. Then from here, come to a tabletop position again. So this time, make sure your hips are stacked above your knees, toes pointing back. Keep the hips stacked above the knees. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, you're just going to walk your hands forward, drawing your forehead, your chin, or your chest down towards the mat. So we're just doing a nice heart opening pose here, really opening up that area underneath our armpits, the tops of our shoulders. Just hold it here for a couple of breaths. So if you can keep your arms straight here, do, but obviously if you have really tight shoulders, you can bend the elbows. Energetically, you're drawing that chest down towards the mat. And then slowly walk your hands all the way back to your tabletop. Now bring your hands a couple of inches forward. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Make sure your wrist creases are in line with the top edge of the mat. Really press down through your fingertips, the outer edges of your hands. Tuck your toes, and as you inhale, you're going to slowly lift your hips all the way up and back to come into your first downward dog. And then just pedal out your feet. So do what you need to. Maybe just hold in a position where you feel you need to stretch a little bit more. And then find stillness. So let's all come to a still dog. Now bend your knees, keeping your hips nice and high, and draw the top of your chest up towards the top of your thighs. So you create this lovely long spine. Keep pressing down through your fingertips and reaching the energy all the way up to your hips. Now keeping that length in your spine, slowly start to see if you can straighten your legs. And hold it there. Now everyone come high onto your tippy toes. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to slowly, as slow as you can, using your banders, tiptoe your feet towards your hands. Once you reach the top of your mat, place your feet onto the floor. Just grab opposite elbows here. Maybe nod your head yes, no. Slight sway of the hips from side to side. Just releasing any tension in the lower back. Then release your hands. Press down into your heels. And roll up to standing. Bring your arms up and over your head. Hands through prayer. Slowly gaze towards me. Bring your feet, your legs and thighs to touch. Really press down through your feet so you're nice and rooted on the mat. Maybe bend your knees, and as you press down through the ball of the big toe, little toe and the heel, start to lift your kneecaps to straighten your legs. Then tuck your pubic bone towards your tailbones, lift your pelvic floor, squeeze your navel towards your spine, and as you inhale, reach your arms up and over your head. Then grab your right wrist with your left hand, grab the back of your right wrist, reach your right fingertips up towards the ceiling, really press down through your right heel. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, reach that hand over to your left, over to the left, hips over to the right. So really feeling the extension along the right side of the body. Inhale, all the way back up. Switch hands, so grab the back of your left hand this time. Really reach the fingertips up, press down for your left heel. Inhale, as you exhale, reach that hand over to the right, hips over to the left. This time extending the left side of the body. And then back through centre. Hands through prayer. Come to the top of your mat, maybe leave a footprint in front. Let's do some sun salutations. Inhale, arms over your head. Exhale, slowly swan dive down. Bend your knees for the first one. Fingertips onto the mat or your shins. Inhale, halfway. Draw your shoulders down your back. Gaze at the front of your mat. Exhale, plant your hands down. Step your right foot back. Drop your knee. Chest forward. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands down. Step your left foot to meet your right foot. You're in a plank pose now. Shoulders over your wrist. Let's hold it there. Keep squeezing your thighs up towards the ceiling. Heels reaching back. Really squeeze your navel towards your spine. And then drop your knees here. Untuck your toes. Now, hips are nice and high. Elbows draw back. And lower your chin and chest down towards the mat. Scoop your body through and come to a low cobra. Shoulders drawing down your back. And then slowly make your way to your downward dog. Hold it there. So if you have tight hamstrings, just have a bend in your knee, but try to keep your spine nice and long. Again, make sure your fingertips and make your fingers are nice and spread. Hips drawing all the way up and back. Keep your banders engaged. Pelvic floor lifted, navel squeezing towards your spine. Try to draw your shoulders away from your ears. One more breath here, guys. Then slowly gaze between your hands. Take an inhale. As you exhale, step your right foot through. Drop your back knee. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, bring your left foot to your right foot. Standing forward fold. Drop your head here. Now press down into your heels as you slowly roll up to standing. Inhale, arms up and over your head. Exhale, hands through prayer. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale your left foot back this time. Drop your knee, chest forward. Inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Hold it there. So again, really press down through your fingertips, shoulders rounding, navel squeezing towards the spine, trying to create a straight line. Try not to have your hips too high here. Keep your legs engaged. Then drop your knees. Lower your chest and chin between your hands. Scoop your body forward, low cobra, shoulders drawing down your back. Inhale. Exhale, slowly make your way back into your downward dog. Hold it here. So make sure your hands are shoulder width apart, your feet are hip distance. Heels are energetically drawing down towards the mat. Really press down through the outer edges, your knuckles and your fingertips. And then draw that energy up to your hips. Try not to place extra tension to your wrists or your shoulders here. Again, check in on your banders. Make sure they're engaged. Make sure you're breathing. And slowly gaze between your hands. Take an inhale. As you exhale, step your left foot through. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right foot to your left. Standing forward fold. Drop your head. Press down for your heels. Slowly roll up to standing. Inhale. Exhale, hands through prayer. Well done, guys. Now we're going to come to chair pose. So bend your knees. Bring your fingertips outside your feet. Sit back. Shift the weight into your heels. Tuck your tailbone and draw your navel towards your spine. Now really engage your thighs here. Have your feet and your legs touching. Squeeze your knees and thighs together. And then slowly raise your arms up to your ears and start to make your way to chair. Draw your shoulders down your back. Fingertips reaching forward. Gazes forward. Keep squeezing those thighs. See if you can sit back a little bit more. Inhale, exhale, slowly lower your hands down, drop your head. Inhale, halfway, so fingertips to the mat or your shin. Exhale, plant your hands down and step your right foot back. Runner's lunge. So the knee stays off the mat this time. Plant your hands down and come back to your plank pose. So we're in plank. Now you're going to either drop your knees and make your way down to the mat, or we're all going to slowly scoop our body forward and we're going to come to lie on our mat. Place your hands underneath your forehead and take a breath here. Now, bring your hands down by your sides, palms facing down. Drop your forehead to the mat. Take an inhale. As you exhale, see if you can walk your fingertips closer towards your feet. Keep drawing your shoulders down your back. Now plant your palms down into the mat. Plant the tops of your feet into the mat. Make sure you've got all your toes pressing down, including your little toe. Now keeping your hands and your legs and feet onto the mat. As you inhale, you're going to slowly lift your forehead, your chin, your chest off the mat. Now your gaze is still down, so try to keep your neck nice and long. As you inhale, see if you can lift a little bit higher. Really press down into your hands and feel that opening across your chest. Shoulders still drawing down your back. One more breath here. And then lower down. Come onto your right cheek, turn your gaze to the left and turn your palms over. Take a breath here. Now bring your forehead back onto the mat, turn your palms over again, so palms are pressing down. See if you can walk your fingertips a little bit closer to your feet. So this time we're going to keep the hands pressing down, but as you inhale, you're going to slowly lift your forehead, your chin, your chest, your feet, your knees, your thighs. Now really reach out through your toes and reach out through the crown of your head. So you're really extending that spine. Keep pressing down through your hands. See if you can bring those legs a little higher. Lift the chest a little more. And then lift your hands. Reach those fingertips back. Really feel that opening across the chest. One more breath here, guys. Inhale. And then exhale, come down. Turn your gaze to the right this time. Point your left cheek. Turn your palms over. Now slowly place your hands under your shoulders and bring yourself all the way back to your downward dog. Gaze between your hands and step your right foot in between your hands, drop your back knee. Now, make sure your front knee and your front heel are stacked. So you don't want your knee shooting forward or you don't want it too far back. Toes are tracking over your knee. In your back leg, maybe you can tuck your toes and bring that leg further back and hold it there. So you're feeling a stretch at the front of your left thigh, or maybe you're feeling it along the outside or inside of your right leg. Just hold it there. If you've got props, any blocks or anything, you can hold on to them either side. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're slowly going to shoot your hips forward, extending your front leg, lifting the toes off the mat. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly draw your torso to the inside of that right leg. Try to keep your hips squared. Keep breathing, guys. On your next inhale, slowly come forwards again. Take an inhale, exhale all the way back. So really breathing into the back of that right leg now. And then inhale forwards. Now everyone, walk your right foot about 1 centimetre to the right and bring your hands onto the inside of your right leg. So you're going to either stay there, make sure your right knee is drawing in towards your right arm. So that might be enough for you. If you want, you can come down to your elbows. If you can't quite reach your elbows down and you have any blocks, you can always use the blocks to place under your arms. But if you are coming down to your elbows or onto blocks, make sure your knee is still drawing into your right arm and just hold it there. Again, try to keep those hips squared. Gaze is directly in front of you, so keep your neck nice and long. And then walk your hands back. And then slowly start to make your way back into your downward dog. And then just pedal out your feet here maybe. And then we're going to slowly gaze between our hands and step our left foot through. drop your back knee. So again, make sure your front knee and your front heel are stacked above your front knee stacked above your front heel. And if you can, walk that right leg further back. So you get that stretch at the front of your right hip, maybe inside your left groin or the outside of your left leg. And hold it there. Make sure your toes are pointing forward in line with your knee. So again, if you have props, you can place a prop underneath each hand. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly draw your hips back, lift your toes off the mat. Drawing your torso to the inside of that left leg. Inhale all the way forwards. Exhale all the way back. Inhale all the way forwards. And again, walk your left foot about a centimetre to the left. Bring your hands into the inside of your left leg. So again, you can stay here, but keep drawing your left knee in towards your left arm. Or you can come on down to your elbows or come down onto some blocks. Keep drawing that left knee to the top of your left arm, whichever position you're doing. And again, try to keep those hips nice and squared. So try not to let that left hip draw forwards. Gaze towards the hands. Just check you're not clenching onto your left toes. And then slowly come all the way back up. Make your way back into your downward dog. Hold it there. And then gaze between your hands, take an inhale. As you exhale, step that right foot through. Come into your runner's lunge. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, left foot to your right foot. Now again, bring your feet together, knees and thighs together. Let's come back into our chair. So sit back, shift the weight into your heels. Make sure you can lift your toes. Squeeze your navel to your spine, tailbone tucked, arms forward. Inhale. Shoulders drawing down your back. Exhale, come all the way up. Hands through prayer. Let's come back into our chair. Inhale. Keep drawing the shoulders down the back. Make sure you're tucking that tailbone, squeezing the navel towards the spine. Exhale, plant your hands down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, this time step your left foot back. Inhale, chest forward, runner's lunge. Plant your hands down, step your right foot back. So we're back into our plank now. So again, keep squeezing the navel to the spine, shoulders underneath your wrist. Hold it there, keep squeezing your heels, but keep drawing your heels back. Now from there, we're going to slowly bring ourselves all the way back down to the mat. So choose the option that's right for you, whether you drop your knees or shift your body forwards and come all the way down. And again, just create a pillow with your hands to place underneath your forehead. Now slowly bring your forehead to the mat. Bring your arms behind you this time. You're going to interlace your hands. So you start off in a reverse prayer, so your fingertips are pointing down towards your toes. And then just interlace your hands, making sure your right thumb is on top. Bend your elbows and rotate your right shoulder back, your left shoulder back. Then extend your arms and see if you can reach your hands off your buttocks. Lovely. Press them back down again. Now, glue your legs into the mat. Make sure you got the whole foot onto the mat, including your little toe. So really press down for your legs. And as you inhale, you're going to slowly lift your forehead, your chin and your chest off the mat. Lift your arms. Now really use your hands, reach them back to open the chest. Again, keep your gaze low. So try not to fling your neck back. Think about drawing your shoulders down your back and opening the chest. One more breath here, guys. Really press down through your feet. And then slowly lower. Release your hands, turn your gaze to the left, come onto your right cheek. Okay, bring your forehead back to the mat. Interlace your hands behind you again. This time make sure your left thumb is on top. Bend the elbows, rotate your left shoulder back, your right shoulder back, and extend your arms. Again, just see if you can lift your arms off. Lovely, and then place them back down. So this time as you inhale, you're going to reach your forehead, your chin, your chest, your feet, your knees, your thighs. Now really reach out through the crown of your head and through the back of your toes. So really feel that lengthening through the body. And then reach your hands higher. Try to lift your arms even further more than you did last time. So you feel that opening across your chest. Imagine someone's pulling your arms back. See if you can lift the thighs off the mat. There should be no compression in your neck or your lower back here. So if you feel any pain, just come out slightly. Keep breathing, guys. Nice strong legs. Keep drawing your navel towards your spine. And then slowly lower. Well done, guys. Turn your gaze to the right. Come onto your left cheek. Just take a breath here. And then place your hands underneath your shoulders. And make your way back into your downward dog. Now from your downward dog, we're just going to shift into our plank. So come into your plank pose. Now I want you to make sure your hand and your foot position stay exactly the same as we transition between the two poses. So again, press down through your fingertips, your knuckles, the outer edges of your hands, and around through your shoulders. Now reach the heels back. Squeeze navel to spine. Imagine the front of your thighs drawing up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly come back into your downward dog. Again, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Lift the hips up and back. Take an inhale. As you exhale, come back into your plank. Lovely, guys. Take an inhale. Exhale all the way back. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, exhale. Hold it there. Gaze between your hands. And then all the way back. Lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to shift your body forward and draw that right knee to the top of your right arm. Hold it there and squeeze. Round through your shoulders. Navel towards your spine. Inhale all the way back. Exhale, twist your body and draw the knee to the top of the left armpit. Again, really squeeze the navel to the spine. Inhale all the way back. Exhale, draw your knee to your chin, your nose or your forehead. Again, really press down through your fingertips and around through your shoulders. Squeeze your navel to your spine. Let everything just round up towards the ceiling. And then slowly come back. And drop the foot. Well done. Now gaze between your hands. And you're going to step that right foot in between your hands. Drop your left knee. So again, check your right heel. So your right knee is above your right heel. And then untuck your back toes. And then slowly lift your chest off your thigh. Interlace your hands behind you. Again, make sure your right thumb is on top. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Try to keep your chin tucked into your chest. So it's your chest you're trying to open. Let your hands slide down your back leg. And then slowly come back. Now this time we're going to tuck our back toes. So really press down through the front of your, all four corners of your front foot and your back toes. Keep the bend in the front knee. And imagine your thighs are drawing towards one another. So really connect your thighs together. And then slowly lift your torso off your leg. Now interlace your hands behind you again. Again, make sure your right thumb is on top. And then lift your chest. Now from here, guys, we're going to transition into warrior three. So take an inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to slowly start to shift the weight into your front foot. As the front leg starts to extend, you're going to start to lift the back leg off and start to make your way to warrior three. So you want to bring your leg and your torso parallel to the mat. Keep your gaze down towards the mat and then use your hands and see if you can lift your hands to help you balance. Try not to let that left hip open. Try to square it with your right hip. Remember, if you have tight hamstring, you can have a bend in your right knee. Keep squeezing your navel towards your spine. One more breath here, guys. Inhale. As you exhale, slowly lower back down to your high lunge. Take a breath here. And then place your hands either side of your foot. Step back. Drop your knees. Bring your big toes to touch. And come into a quick child's pose. Well done, guys. So really extend those fingertips forward, draw the shoulders down your back and reach the heels back, hips back to your heels. And let's slowly make our way back to our downward dog. So from our downward dog, we're going to shift back into our plank. We're only going to do this once. So again, really press down through your fingertips. Squeeze the navel towards your spine. Really draw the thighs towards your leg bones so you can really feel your thighs activating, thigh muscles activating. And then take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly shift back into your downward dog. And stay there for a moment. Now lift your left leg up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale. As you exhale, shift your shoulders over your wrists and draw that knee to the top of your left arm. Really squeeze there, guys. Really allow the shoulders to round. Navel towards your spine. Inhale, leg towards the ceiling. Exhale, twist the body and draw the knee to the top of the left arm. Again, really squeeze navel to spine. Inhale, bring the leg all the way back. Exhale, draw the knee to the chin, the nose, or the forehead. Now again, really squeeze. Feel your banders here. And then all the way back. Drop the leg, guys. Gaze between your hands, step your left foot through, drop your back knee. Again, make sure your heel is underneath your knee. And then interlace your hands behind you. Bring your left thumb on top this time. And then reach the hands down your thigh. Chest nice and open. Chin towards your chest, so try not to let your neck fling back. And slowly place your hands either side of your front foot. Tuck your back toes this time. Keep the bend in the front knee. Lovely. Now again, make sure the weight is equally distributed between the front foot and the back toes. Draw the thighs together and then lift your torso off your thigh. Interlace your hands. Again, check your left thumb is on top. Open the chest. Inhale. Now as we exhale, we're going to shift the weight into our left leg. So really press down through the left foot. And then slowly, as you shift the weight into that leg, start to lift the back leg off. Bringing your torso in line with the floor in front of you. Lifting your arms to help you balance. Again, try not to let that right hip lift. Try to draw it in line with your left. Keep squeezing navel to spine. Reach out for your back toes. Reach out for the crown of your head. Remember, if you have a tight hamstring, just bend that left knee slightly. One more breath here, guys. And then slowly return back to your lunge. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, plant your hands down and step back into your downward dog. Gaze between your hands. Take an inhale. As you exhale, step your left foot through. Runner's lunge. Inhale. Exhale, right foot to left. And let's just hold it here for a moment. Maybe just wrap your arms behind your knees. Release your arms. Bring your feet, your knees and thighs to touch. Come back to your chair pose, guys. So last chair. So really squeeze everything together. See if you can sit any lower. Weight in your heels. Tuck your tailbone. Navel to spine. Reach up. Come into your chair. See if you can sit back a little bit more. And then come up. Well done. Hands through prayer. Okay. We're going to come to a standing balancing sequence. So, shift your weight into your left foot. So make sure that left leg is strong. So really press down through all four corners of that left foot. Maybe bend the knee slightly and then draw the kneecap up to engage that left thigh muscle. Keep your gaze soft on one spot and draw that right knee into the chest. Now, you're either going to place your hands underneath your right thigh, stay here. You're going to extend your front leg forward, drawing the heel away. Or you're going to interlace your index and middle finger around your big toe and draw the leg away. So choose the option that's right for you. Hold it there. Keep drawing your shoulders down your back. Try to keep your spine nice and long, so try not to sway forwards or backwards. Okay, keep your pelvic floor lifted, navel towards your spine. Keep drawing that heel away. Now everyone bend your knee for me. Draw the knee to your chest. Now everyone bring your hands into prayer. Take an inhale. As you exhale, we're going to shoot back into our warrior three. So bring the leg behind you. Now here you can keep your hands in prayer. You can shoot your arms forward into Superman pose, or you can interlace your hands behind you again. If you're interlacing your hands, make sure your right thumb is on top. Hold it there, guys. One more breath. Now everyone bring your hands into prayer, and you're going to slowly bring your right leg all the way back without touching the floor. Knee to chest. Now we're all going to place our hands underneath our thighs and extend that leg. Draw the heel away, hold it there. Now point the toes, everyone. Everyone bring your hands into prayer. Draw your shoulders down your back. Squeeze the navel to the spine, pelvic floor lifted. We're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee to chest and release. Well done. Let's do the other side. So shake your legs out maybe. So this time, bend your right knee, press your right foot down into the mat. So really plant the foot in. And then straighten the leg by drawing the kneecap up so you feel that right thigh activate. Lift the left knee, draw the knee into the chest. Inhale. As you exhale, come to the same place you went to before. So that's either legs under the thigh, knee bent, leg extended, or grabbing the big toe with your index and middle finger and reaching it forward. So choose the option that's right for you. Keep drawing that heel away. Now everyone bring the knee to the chest, hands to prayer. Take an inhale. As you exhale, shoot back into your warrior three. So remember the options. Hands in prayer, arms out in front, or hands interlaced. If your hands are interlaced, left thumb on top. Gaze is down towards the mat or floor. One more breath here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly bring that leg all the way back. Draw the knee to the chest. So we're all going to interlace our hands behind the thigh. Reach that leg forward. Draw the heel away. Keep the shoulders above the hips. Again, lift that pelvic floor. Squeeze navel to spine. Point the toes. Bring your hands to prayer. We're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, guys. Knee to chest. Bring your foot onto the mat. And just shake it out. Come to the top of your mat again. Inhale. Exhale and slowly roll down. Inhale, just step back into your downward dog. Drop your knees and just come to a seated position. You're just going to bring your right leg in front. Keep your left knee bent. And then place the sole of the left foot onto the inside of the right leg. Let the knees stay out to the side. So if your knee doesn't quite reach the floor, you can place a block or a blanket underneath your knee. Keep the right foot nice and active. Turn your torso over the right leg. Take an inhale. As you exhale, just walk yourself over your front leg. So try to walk your chest down towards your leg rather than rounding through your spine by drawing your forehead down. And then just hold it there. With each inhale, try to draw as much breath into the body. And with each exhale, you might be able to go a little bit closer. And then slowly come back up. Bring your left foot back onto the mat, extend that leg. So you might just want to pull the flesh out from underneath your sit bones, so you've got a nice straight spine. And then again, bend your right knee this time. Place the sole of your right foot onto your left, inside of your left thigh, let your knee come down. Again, you can prop it up if you need to. Then keep that left foot nice and active. Turn your torso over the left leg. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, slowly draw your torso over that leg. So you might find one leg is slightly different than the other. That's normal. So again, try not to round your shoulders here. Try to draw your chest over your leg. Once you find that first point of resistance, you can just hold it there and breathe into it. And inhale, slowly come back up. Well done, guys. So let's come down to lie on our mat. And we're just going to quickly draw knees to chest, gentle rock of the knees. And then place your feet down onto the mat. So keep your feet hip distance, knees hip distance. We're going to come into one bridge pose. So again, check your heels are underneath your knees, maybe a couple of millimeters in front. Toes pointing forward and in line with your knees. And again, you're going to imagine your thighs are drawing towards each other as you slowly place your arms down by your sides, hands pressing down. Inhale and reach your hips up off the mat. So once you're in this position, I want you to imagine your pubic bone is drawing down towards your knees so you really feel your thighs activate. But try not to let the knees splay out. Keep all toes on the mat. And then imagine your chest lifting up towards your knees. And then interlace your hands underneath your lower back. Then tuck one shoulder under, the other shoulder under. And you're just going to hold it here. Keep your pelvic floor lifted. Keep squeezing your navel towards your spine. And then release your arms. Slowly, as slow as you can, vertebra by vertebra, bring your back down to the mat. Again, tuck your tailbone. Get the whole back down to the mat. And then just draw your knees to your chest. And let's slowly extend our legs out on the mat. Start to make our way to our final pose, Shavasana. So, option here is to maybe wear an extra layer or place a blanket over you. Maybe switch off your lights. So, in Shavasana, let your feet splay out to the sides. Palms nice and open down by your side. Fingertips rolling in. Close your eyes here. Turn your awareness within again. Take a moment to scan your body. Notice if you're still holding on to any tension and just maybe take a few deep breaths into that area to try and soften it. And then just allow everything to soften. Release any tension in your feet, your legs, your thighs, your hands, your forearms, your arms. Release any tension in your shoulders. Just keep your shoulders pressing down, chest nice and open. Just allow the whole body to melt, melting the front body into the back body just melting down into the ground. Release any tension at the back of your neck, your face and jaw. And just soften that area around your eyes, your cheeks and forehead as you make your way into your final pose, Shavasana. So to really gain the full benefits of Shavasana, you want to stay in this pose for at least 5 to 10 minutes. So I invite you to stay here for as long as you can. Namaste, guys.